The level 96 sword trial features Ironheart Centipede in Phase 1 and Ci and Cuo in Phase 2. Boss 1. Ironheart Centipede. Ironheart Centipede is mainly about managing the disarming mechanic, forcing the boss into disarmed state, and using the dropped weapons to handle important mechanics. Mechanic 1. Disarmed Collapse. Ironheart Centipede has two states, armed state and disarmed state. During the fight, players need to deflect the boss's red attacks to reduce the energy bar on the right side of the boss's HP bar. When the energy bar reaches 0, Ironheart Centipede enters Disarmed Collapse. The boss drops 4 weapons and enters disarmed state. 4 players should immediately pick up 1 weapon each. These weapons are required for the next 2 mechanics. Mechanic 2. Remnant Summon. After entering disarmed state, Ironheart Centipede summons 2 centipede remnants at the edges of the arena. These small centipedes slowly move toward the center. If they reach the center, they will be absorbed by the boss, restoring a large amount of HP and triggering Mechanic 4, Poison Leakage. To deal with it, assign 2 weapon holders to each side of the arena. Move close to the centipede remnant. Use the special execution prompt that appears on screen. This deals heavy damage, leaving the remnant with only a small amount of HP remaining. If the execution prompt does not appear, move around the centipede remnant slightly until it appears. Kill the remnants before they reach the center. Please note that the weapons disappear after being used, so only assign 2 players to deal with the 2 remnants and save the other 2 weapon holders for the next mechanic. Talent 1-to-1. Use dropped weapon to attack a remnant. Please note that the skill range is small, so stand very close to the remnants and watch for the execution prompt. This talent is doable with AI teammates. Mechanic 3. Repeated Crushing. Ironheart Centipede gains a golden shield and begins rolling across the arena. The boss follows the direction of the rectangular gold attack zone and deals extremely high damage. To deal with it, a player holding a weapon should stand inside the gold attack zone. Wait until the execution prompt appears. Use the special execution skill to interrupt the boss. Each successful interruption removes half of the shield. Therefore, 2 successful interruptions are required. Assign 2 weapon holders and decide the order beforehand. Other players should stay away. Talent 1-to-2, interrupt repeated crushing with a dropped weapon. This talent is doable with AI teammates. Simply pick up a weapon during Mechanic 1 and use it to interrupt the boss during this mechanic. Talent 1-3, interrupt the first attack during each repeated crushing, and no remnants get absorbed. This talent cannot be completed in Smart Assist mode. Recommended setup. 2 players handle the centipede remnants. 2 players wait for the first gold rectangular attack. Mechanic 4. Poison Leakage. The boss releases poison damage across the entire arena. Players receive a permanent poison leakage debuff, and the poison concentration bar increases over time. The higher the concentration, the more damage the team takes. Handling Mechanic 2 and Mechanic 3 quickly and successfully will reduce the frequency of this mechanic, making the fight easier. Mechanic 5, Poison Spray. Ironheart Centipede sprays multiple poison circles around the arena. Simply move away from the golden circles, as the damage inside each circle is extremely high. Mechanic 6, Hunt. During armed state, Ironheart Centipede marks 1 player with a red arrow. The boss then performs 10 rapid attacks against that player. The entire team should spam deflect to parry the attacks. The goal is to empty the boss's energy bar and force another disarmed collapse. Talent 2-to-1. Deflect 15 times during the boss's armed state. Talent 2-2. Deflect 10 times during the hunt mechanic and do not get hit by the hunt mechanic. These 2 talents can be completed together. They can be done with AI teammates, but the result is very inconsistent. Talent 2-to-2 requires you to be targeted by the boss during the hunt mechanic and deflect all 10 attacks. Standing very close to the boss makes it easier to complete. Mechanic 7. Toxic Infusion. Ironheart Centipede periodically gains 1 stack of Toxic Infusion, maximum 3 stacks. Each stack increases the boss's damage and affects later mechanics. It is immediately followed by 2 mechanics, Predation and Bite. The number of players targeted by Predation equals the number of Toxic Infusion stacks. Targeted players will be pulled toward the boss during predation and suffer unavoidable damage during bite. When Toxic Infusion reaches 3 stacks, bite becomes a lethal attack. The team should prioritize deflecting red attacks to force the boss into disarmed state quickly, preventing the stacks from increasing. Talent 2-3. Trigger disarmed collapse within 1 minute. Trigger Toxic Infusion less than 3 times. During each phase change, boss triggers poison leakage fewer than 2 times. This talent cannot be completed in Smart Assist mode. Strategy. Everyone should deflect the boss's red attacks as much as possible during armed state. Boss 2. Ci Cuo. Ci Cuo is mainly a fight about managing the 6 substages around the arena and controlling the small dance puppets. Mechanic 1. Unity Shield. At the start of the battle, 6 small dance puppets appear around the arena. These puppets periodically perform small golden and red attacks, reducing the available fighting space. Unity Shield is a hidden mechanic. Players can directly kill up to 2 dance puppets. After 2 puppets are killed, the remaining puppets become immune. New puppets can only be destroyed through later mechanics. At the beginning, you can count the number of red and blue puppets and kill the extra-colored puppets. This is completely optional. It creates some empty substages, making later mechanics slightly more convenient. Mechanic 2. Dance Invitation. The boss marks players. Marked players receive a red or blue puppet marker above their heads. After the cast finishes, a matching colored companion dance puppet appears at their location. The spawn puppet follows the marked player and continuously damages nearby players. The marked player should move the puppet to a substage containing a puppet of the opposite color. The 2 puppets will combine into a pair with a gold marker. This prevents the puppet from following players. If there is no opposite colored puppet available, move the puppet onto an empty substage. Do not allow dance puppets to get close to the boss during this mechanic, because the boss will gain a large damage reduction buff. Talent 2-1. Guide a small puppet to a substage. Talent 2-2. Guide a small puppet to a substage without allowing same color puppets to connect. These 2 talents can be completed together. When targeted during the dance invitation mechanic, guide the puppet to a substage and avoid going near same colored puppets. Talent 2-3. All small puppets are guided toward a substage within 10 seconds. The team takes fewer than 5 hits from small puppets. This talent cannot be completed in Smart Assist mode. To complete this, marked players should stay alert and stand near a substage beforehand. Small puppets spin while moving and attacking, so use dodge to maintain distance while guiding them. Mechanic 3. Hand in Hand. A paired set of puppets marks a player with a red arrow. A gold linear attack zone follows the player. When the cast finishes, the paired puppets charge toward the marked player. The charge destroys any dance puppets along the path, including themselves. If the charge does not hit another puppet, the charging puppets return to their original positions. The marked player should position themselves near a paired set of puppets and allow the charging puppets to collide with them. This destroys more puppets and creates more empty substages. Talent 1-1. Destroy 2 puppet pairs during 1 instance of Hand in Hand. During this mechanic, the targeted player should stand behind a paired set of puppets. If the charge hits the marked player, it will stop, so the player must stand behind the target puppet pair. Talent 1-3. Have more than 4 puppet pairs on the field when defeating the boss. This talent should be completed separately from Talent 1-1. It cannot be completed in Smart Assist mode. To complete this talent, the team must avoid using Hand in Hand to destroy puppets. Defeat the boss only after there are 4 puppet pairs in the arena. Mechanic 4. Dance Between Flowers. The boss performs a coordinated attack. Stand inside the red circle to deflect the attack and interrupt the boss. Mechanic 5. Song Sung Long. Song Sung Long happens when Dance Between Flowers is not interrupted, or after it appears 4 times in a row. A large gold circle appears in the middle of the arena, followed by a full arena attack. Stay outside the gold circle. Taking both attacks will be fatal. Players hit by Song Sung Long receive a Chain Blade debuff. Getting hit by Song Sung Long again while having this debuff results in instant death. Mechanic 6. 1,000 Sword Slashes. The boss or her partner periodically performs gold attacks. Simply move out of the gold attack zones. Talent 1-2. Avoid 1,000 sword combo damage. The attack name in the talent description does not match any of the in-game attack names. This is another text bug, but it might refer to Mechanic 6. This talent is doable with AI teammates. That covers all the mechanics and talents for the level 96 sword trial. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, feel free to stick around. Good luck with the fight, and I'll see you in the next guide.